Guys, how are you guys doing? So I have another message. I'm telling you, I have a lot of messages today, and God is very strategic. He gave me specific instructions and I'm following it. So if I'm talking fast, please forgive me, but there's something I have to do, and there's a reason. I wish I can tell you guys, but I can't. Okay, so listen, this message, okay, listen, he wants you guys to know, it's vindication season. That's what he said. It's vindication season. It is vindication season. And he said, they are speechless. I gave them their chance. That's what he said. I gave them their chance. Okay. Now let me read this to you. He gave me 1 Peter verse 7 and 8. Now to who believe, this stone is precious, but to those who do not believe, the stone builders rejected has become the cornerstone, and the stone that has causes people to stumble, and a rock to make them fall. They stumble because they disobeyed the message, which is also what they were destined for. Now, I've been talking to you guys all last week about being God's elect, the difference between being God's elect, and God loves everybody equally, but then God has favor upon some people. And like I told you guys, sometimes it's not your fault why God has favor on you. And then what happens is the people that, they throw some type of envy or slander towards you, or they're upset at you for God choosing you. They don't understand that they were also qualified for the same position that you had. The difference is the way they went about doing things. They were not responsible. Do you get what I'm saying? They did not go about doing things the way you went about doing things. For example, there's specific ways how us children of God are supposed to react to situations, how we're supposed to act, and God has high expectations of us, right? And sometimes we're going through trials and tribulations and we're being tested from the devil, but God also observes our behaviors through these trials and tribulations to see how we react through these trials and tribulations, and then God makes his decisions based on our behaviors. Can I trust this child of God to have more if I can't trust this child of God with a little bit? Can I trust this child of God to be a leader in the kingdom if they couldn't even be responsible enough to contain their anger in this specific situation? Do you get what I'm saying? And it's not that God doesn't give people chances. God will give you warnings and warnings and warnings. But if you continue to do something that God told you not to do, then that is proven to God that he can't trust you with more and that you're not responsible. So he's going to give that crown to someone else. Do you get what I'm saying? And here's what God was saying. The whole time they were prosecuting you. The whole time they were judging you. The whole time they looked past you. The whole time they felt like you were not qualified for the job. You were not qualified to be a wife. You were not qualified to be a husband. You were not qualified to be a mother and father. You were not qualified for the position in God's kingdom. You were not qualified for the ministry. You were not qualified for the business. They thought you were not qualified and they rejected you. You were not qualified to be that friend. Now they're all realizing that the whole time you were the one. The whole time you were the one that was qualified. Okay. And this is what God means when God says he is putting the enemies to shame. The reason why the messages are similar today, the reason why they're different messages, but they have similarities, is because God gave it to me in different sections and he didn't give it to me all at once. I've been up. I didn't go to bed until like 2 a.m., but I'm energetic and charged. Okay. But it's because I've been writing everything down as he comes through and gives it to me. But I'm telling you, the way how he did it, he's strategic. And I have to follow specific instructions to get the messages out to you guys, because there's something that God is doing and I'm not sure what he's doing, but I ain't gonna pick his brain because I don't want to get in trouble. But let me tell you what God said. God says they rejected you, and the whole time you were the cornerstone. You were the stone that the builders rejected. And you know what he said? He said that they were just as destined for what the blessings that you have. I'm not just talking about physical blessings, material blessings. I'm talking about the gifts that you have to see, to hear, the relationship you have with God, the closeness you have with God. You get what I'm saying? The doors that are opening for you. God, when you have God in your life, you are being blessed in every single area, physically and spiritually. Every single area. They were just as qualified as you. The difference is that you went about doing things differently than they did. You did it the more responsible way, and God is intrigued with you. He said he's intrigued. He said, I am intrigued with my children. Okay. And here's what he said. He said, God said, I am your witness. I am your lawyer. I am your judge. I am the prosecutor. I am your publicist. I am your mentor. I am your advisor. I am your financial advisor. Say, I lay a stone in Zion, a chosen and precious cornerstone, and the one who trusts in him will never be put to shame. Whew. I'm telling you right now, this is why God will never put you to shame. Anyone that tries to embarrass you or hurt you, they end up being put to shame. And that's why God said they are speechless. Okay? They are speechless. And here's another thing he was saying. Okay? Everybody wants to return because now they're seeing how much of a gem you are, how precious you are to God. You are that precious cornerstone, and people don't know your worth until it's gone. Sometimes God is not even going to show people who you are until later on. You get what I'm saying? Most of you guys couldn't even be yourself around certain people because you were always dimming your light. So when people see you, when you're away from them and see how you're acting, see your personality, see who you truly are, they're like, whoa, I didn't know that he had this personality. I didn't know that she had this personality, when the whole time when you were around them and you tried being yourself, they were calling you crazy. You get what I'm saying? They're putting you down, and they did everything to keep you under that rock, to keep you hiding. Do you get what I'm saying? And now that you're out and you're shining, like you're shining bright, and you are being your authentic self, everybody is now drawn to you. Everybody now wants to be around you. Everyone wants to be your friend. Everyone wants to hire you. Everyone wants to favor you now, just like Joseph. Just like Joseph, right? And this is how God puts your enemies to shame. He puts them to shame by blessing you, by showing that he is in your life. Okay. And he said now people are feeling a sense of entitlement to your life. So people are going to try to forcefully put themselves in your life, forcefully come back into your life, forcefully try to get you to give them another chance. It's like people feel like they have a sense of entitlement now, right? And now they're realizing how precious you truly are. A lot of them are speechless. A lot of them are speechless. God definitely put a lot of people to shame. Okay. He says he will never put you to shame. He will never put you to shame. If you trust in him, you have faith with him. You have faith when it comes to God, and you do the right thing, he will never put you to shame. Okay. They are speechless. Okay. On to the next message. I love you guys. Bye.